This video is brought to you by Choco9953. Thank you, Choco9953. Ever since the release of Pokemon Red and Blue, each new generation of Pokemon has brought with it at least one species of Pokemon that can be considered a Pikachu clone. Generation 2 brought us Pichu and Marill, Generation 5 gave us Emolga, Generation 7 gave us Togedemaru. Look at how round this guy is, it's amazing. With the release of Pokemon X and Y, the world was introduced to Dedenne, the smallest of all the Pikachu clones. If we take a look at the first two cards the Pokemon received, we can see that CG models were used to showcase the Pokemon. I've spoken before about how dated some of the older cards look, but given that these came out in 2014 and are from the generation that was ongoing when I got into Pokemon, it's strange seeing them look somewhat aged when compared to the 3D renders we have today. If we take a look at some of the 2D art of Dedenne, we can find a plethora of cute and adorable illustrations. The generation set would show the Pokemon drawn in a very cutesy fashion. If we focus on the background, we can see the Pokemon is resting inside the drawer of a dresser. A surprising amount of Dedenne's cards focus on how small the Pokemon really is. There's one where Dedenne can be seen gnawing on some yarn, one where he's carrying a small flower, one where he's made out of clay, sitting in solitude, deep in thought, meditating. My personal favorite small card would have to be the one where he's standing on a tree branch and eating a berry. I love how tiny the Pokemon is implied to be based off of how big the berry is compared to him. I also get a kick out of his Paldean Fates card. To me, it's particularly humorous as the Pokemon can be seen next to a keyboard, playfully referring to how Dedenne is based off of a mouse. A short story is told through a couple of the Pokemon's cards, starting with Dedenne's Sword and Shield promo card, where the Pokemon can be seen running through a very vibrant and psychedelic forest, eventually culminating with the Pokemon finding a tree stump to rest his head on. Tomokazu Kamiya's rendition of the Pokemon shows Dedenne stuffing his mouth with food, while over in Dedenne's breakthrough card, we can see the Pokemon humbly treating itself to a single berry. If we take a closer look at the background of this card, we can see Chespin, who is one of the greediest Pokemon of all time. Not only do half of his own cards show him either harvesting or gnawing down on food, he shows up again in this Pikachu card, and look at that, he's eating again. No wonder Quilla didn't look so round.